There is a difference between success and the need to always want to be the object of attention.
Very true.
What do you trace that to?
I know people who can't attend other people's birthdays. I know people that have never attended another person's birthday.
Why?
Because they do not know what to do with themselves when another person is being celebrated.
What?
The nature of tragedy. That's why we have to be very careful to create environments of love and protection and safe spaces. The nature of tragedy is so that when tragedy happens to you, you must cope. When you want to cope, you cope with trauma. The thing about trauma is when trauma happens and it becomes your coping mechanism, trauma as at the time of tragedy was very good because it is trauma that kept you alive. It is trauma that minimized the effect of tragedy. But the nature of trauma is it continues to serve you until it no longer serves you. So at some point, you have to say to yourself that, thank you, trauma, for helping me cope as a child, for helping me cope as a young adult. Someone who, for example, had a speech impediment as a child. He stuttered, he stammered, they were bullying him. To reduce that feeling of unworthiness, he will start to withdraw from the social scene, which is how to cope, because if he keeps exposing himself to bullying, a time will come it will affect him. He now starts to withdraw. He now becomes an introvert. He's not truly an introvert. It is the tragedy of bullying that produced the trauma of introversion. When he becomes an adult, he now starts finding himself withdrawing from people who love him. His wife will say, I don't understand. His children will be like, Daddy doesn't love us. At that point, he has to come to realize that this coping mechanism is now no longer serving me. But this is the challenge with trauma. You can use trauma to build something fantastic. Because of the product of trauma, you believe trauma is good. There are some people who can never be still. They can never rest. The way God created for 6 days and rested, or he said they will create for 30 days stretch. Because they are building something that is great, they've lost the concept of Sabbath.